Hello everyone, how you guys doing today? I'm Iker with the Funky High Vibes, and we have another review today. Today I just received this deck actually, not only even 10 minutes ago, and it's the very anticipated Light Seer Tarot by Chris Ann, same creator of the Sacred Creators Oracle. I unboxed it, as you can see it already. It came in this box, pretty just nicely stuffed in here, but nothing special about the box. But this was very cute, actually. A little print of one of the cards, and she signed it saying thank you. So that, and a little heart here, which is super sweet. So this is nice. A little 4x6 maybe. A little postcard, very cute. And I love this too. Like the sorry for the glare, but the sticker says contains magic. Handle with joy. I just thought that was the most adorable thing, and I loved it. So let's just kind of unwrap it. This is cool too, how it has a number on the side, 1881 out of 2500. So that's cool. This is really cool too, a journey of shadows and sunshine on the side. We have the back with some cards on here too. The box is matte finish, as you can see. This is the front, but we have some spot UV on the letters, which I love. It's always such a beautiful touch. Sacred Creators and the platonic solids on the sides here. I love that. And then, like you guys saw, we have the little quote, a journey of shadows and sunshine, and this is the back. Welcome to the sunshine and shadow laden path of the Light Seer, a world where light is shared through a spectrum of human experiences, and where shadow gently guides us as a loving teacher and guide. Tune into your own illuminating messages while stepping into this cast of contemporary characters and non-traditional archetypes. The box is magnetic box, opens here on the side. I guess it would be opening on the front, right? Right here. Open it. This is beautiful. Check that out. And the gray into the gray we follow, like 1,000 flickering stars. And there is a sunlit hollow. We lose and find what is ours. Dear Light and Shadow Seer, may this deck help you and help you to find what is yours. And there's a little signature here on the bottom too. That's beautiful. I love that. She always, that's one thing that Chris Ann is amazing at, is her packagings are always incredibly gorgeous and really well thought out. Here we have the book. It's actually a really thick book. And if you have the Sacred Creators Oracle, I would say it's about the same thickness. Not the same size. I'd say it's almost like cut in half. If you have the whole book, you know, it's pretty much cut in half. But the thickness-wise, it's about that thick, I'd say. Let's find out how many pages we have. 297. Oh, this is really cool. For more, you go to the website. For journal wisdom, extra content, freebies, and deeper meanings. Very cool. So we have the meanings here. We have, in black and white, the picture of the card, the Light Seer, which is its upright position, and the Shadow Seer, which is the reverse position. The experience overview. Okay, so this goes on for about 3 pages. We have the message. This is the 10 of Wands message. And questions. This is really cool. Because I do like to journal with my tarot deck. You know, so as the cards come out, I like to kind of formulate questions as I go. Of course, I start with a spread with at least a question or a subject I want to explore. But I also do like to kind of explore a little bit more, right? We like to go a little deeper. That's why we're tarot readers. Dearest Light Seer, a little letter to the reader. Start by choosing your light and shadow cards. Oh, this is interesting. So she kind of has a little homework for you where you pick your cards. Well, so we have reading the cards. You know, clearly focus on how to read the cards, how to shuffle. Card spreads, this is really cute too. You got your 2 card spread, the light card and the shadow card. You have 3 card spread, her own. This is cool. Grounding. Grounding is number 1. Shadow Seer and Illumination. Interesting. 5 card spread. And she got a few other ones here too. This is really beautiful, really awesome book. And I can't wait to get in here. All right, so let's get to the cards. As you can see, they come separate like that. And this is beautiful. They're grain edged. I've never seen a grain edge before. I have edged my own decks. Not a lot of them, but some of them. I've edged them. And they come out really beautiful. I mean, I love it. But I've never seen a grain like this. But it's really cool. And these are the backs. The backs are very similar. If you've looked at this work already on her website, her backs are, they all have this like diamond shape kind of star cluster, which I think is really beautiful. I love this design, and no wonder she's been kind of replicating it. But the Sacred Creators Oracle that I have is white with gold, and this is just black and green. And then she has her Muse Tarot, which I'm not sure what the color is in the back, actually. I don't remember. So you guys have to go on her website and look at that. But let's look at the cards. So the Fool is what came with the poster, the little, you know, the little postcard. They're all matte finish, which I think is beautiful. This is the Fool. What a beautiful Fool. The Magician is awesome. And I love how, you know, he's got the infinity symbol on his hoodie, which is cool. But there's also this infinity symbol of magic kind of going around him and the vortex he's creating. Oh, she's really cool, the High Priestess. Oh, we got the Empress. The Emperor. Interesting, I'm not sure where he's sitting on. It's almost like a round beanbag, but at the same time, we know that the Emperor is ruled by Aries, which I guess in turn is ruled by Mars. Even though the Mars card is the Tower, traditionally, I'm not sure if she's kind of going for that vibe, but I like that. I'm sure all my answers will be, all my questions, I'm sorry, will be answered in the book. This is beautiful. Keeper of the Sacred. She changed the name of the Hierophant to Keeper of the Sacred. I actually love that. I actually love that for the Hierophant, because I know a lot of people have trouble with the Hierophant because he sometimes can mean standardized religion. But to me, he's actually the counterpart of the High Priestess. To me, it's not the Magician. The Magician is, yes, he's that first self-awareness of the Fool. You know, he's the first kind of person he meets in the Fool's journey. But then the High Priestess is that powerful, spiritual, feminine energy. And to me, the counterpart of that is the Hierophant, who is the masculine, spiritual energy. So I love Keeper of the Sacred. I think it's a brilliant name change. We have the Lovers. I'm not sure about the symbol. I believe that this symbol is usually for Sagittarius, but the Lovers is associated with Gemini mostly. But again, I'm sure all my questions will be answered in the book. Just showing you guys here mostly the images. The Chariot. I love these colors. And I like how it looks handwritten. I do. I love that. I have a huge appreciation. Of course, as you guys know, I love, as a tarot reader, right, an oracle reader as well, I love decks. And I love art. But I do have a deep appreciation for decks that are handmade. I just think there's a more energy to them. Strength, I like that. She's already kind of turning into the lion, or the lion is in her, and I like the clever position of the infinity symbol on her arm. The Hermit. This is a really beautiful Hermit. The Wheel. We have Justice. Also love how she's a mirror. There's a light top and then a darker bottom, a mirror to herself. Hanged man, or hanged woman in this case. And I love how she's kind of doing like an aerial yoga. That's really cool too. This is beautiful, and she named it Death and Rebirth. An incredible image, I love that. Temperance, juggling the moon and the sun. The devil, the puppet master. Interesting, the that symbol, the thelema symbol. The tower, here you go. Very beautiful depiction of the tower, I gotta say. The star. The moon, very cool. I know it looks like her dress here, but I kind of like how she's bringing in the energy of the mermaids. You know, going deeper into the subconscious, going deeper into the waters. The sun. Look at how much color is in here. That's gorgeous. Judgment. Her own ascension. And the world. We're back with the platonic solids on the corners here. I love that. So here we have the Ace of Wands. This is cool. She's gonna surf the Three of Wands. Looking at that water, right? Looking for the next adventure. Looking to catch the next wave. The next thrill. I love that. The Four of Wands. Fun, celebration, excitement. Five of Wands. Struggling to get up there. Competition. Oh, I like that. Six of Wands is kind of, you can see the hands in the background here. She's like finished a performance and she's victorious. I like that. This really is a very modern deck, a very modern depiction of daily life, you know, in the 2019 world. Or whenever it is that you're watching this video. This Eight of Wands is gorgeous. Nine of Wands, she's built the fence. I like that. And a Ten of Wands. Page. The Knight. I appreciate that even though it's a more modern depiction of the cards, the symbolism is not lost. Everything is still here, you know? She's even got the black cat for the Queen of Wands. It's cute. Although we're missing a sunflower, but that's okay. And the King of Wands. Wow, this Ace of Cups is beautiful. Very powerful cards, I gotta say. Oh, look at this Two of Cups. I love those colors. Three of Cups. Four. Boredom. Five of Cups. Oh, and one thing too I gotta say, the cardstock feels amazing. Like, you know, I don't know what the thickness really is, but it's beautiful. It's very nice, very luxurious. Oh, this Six of Cups is really beautiful too. Nostalgia, right? Nostalgia, memory, remembrance. This Seven of Cups is really cool. I gotta say, I'm really impressed so far by this deck. I knew I would love it, but you know, of course, as a teaser, she only shows like 4 pictures in her website. So I was like, oh, it looks beautiful. I love the colors. Let's go for it, right? Because she really impressed me with the Sacred Creators Oracle. If you guys can go back and watch my review on that. 9 of Cups. Because normally I like to do a review. I don't like to do a walkthrough like I'm doing today, but I was just really excited about this deck and I wanted to show it to the world. This 10 of Cups is gorgeous. I loved just how much the use of rainbows is kind of like all over this deck. I love that. So I like doing reviews of decks that I use, you know, that I have used and how they've kind of opened up to me or have not opened up to me, so I can give my opinion. And if you guys decide to purchase them or not, you can make your own educated decision. Oh, 9 of Cups, interesting with the bouquet of flowers, the messenger of love, right? And the little letter here on the corner. I also love how the cups look like singing bowls. I'm a huge fan of singing bowls. They make such a beautiful sound. They're so healing and meditative. Interesting. This is a very interesting Ace of Swords with the spiral. Very interesting. 2 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. The swords, I think, for most people, for me included, are always the hardest to kind of look at or to accept when you're doing a reading, because they always look like this, right? This face just kind of shows the anguish and the heartache, and the swords kind of can be like that sometimes. So I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I hope I don't get a sword during a reading. I'm like, well, avoidance is not the way to overcome it, right? But I understand. And they're always kind of depicted by a symbol, you know, as you've noticed with the other ones. The cups were the singing bowls. Swords here look like they're crows, which I find that to be very interesting. And I think very fitting as well. The 8 of Swords is very interesting because a lot of times we read that as you've put yourself in that position. So I love here the mirror. The 9 of Swords. Interesting here with the white crow, the white raven, almost like an outline. I'm very interested actually to see what the book says about that. 10 of Swords. I love this because if you guys are familiar with 10 of Swords and the Rider-Waite-Smith, if you're not, you can Google it. It's the most famous tarot deck out there. But it's a guy laying down and he's got 10 swords stabbed on his back. But I like this because if you look at the Rider-Waite-Smith as well, in the background, you can see it as a storm that's coming or a storm that's passing. So it's an ending, right? The 10s usually have to do with an ending. So I love that now the swords are out of her back and she's now healing. She's all stitched up and healing. And also, I will say this, I love how this deck is inclusive, right? It's a very young deck, but it's got different kinds of people, which I know it's a big complaint in the tarot community, is that not enough inclusive artwork out there. Page, she's the learner. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords, I love this, very pensive. But she's got her katana. She'll take no bullshit. The King of Swords. This is one of the cards that sold me on this deck, and the Queen of Pentacles is the one that really sold me on this deck, and we'll get to her in a minute. I like this Two of Pentacles. She's still kind of balancing. Three of Pentacles working together. Absolutely. Oh, I love this. The pentacles are on her purse and she's clutching it. That's beautiful. What a beautiful rendition of the meaning. The Five of Pentacles. This is beautiful. Give and take with the infinity symbol and the Six Pentacles. Big or small, you give what you can and you receive what you can. That's amazing. Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. I love that. You know, phases working. The Nine. Ten and the Tree of Life. Very fitting. This page is beautiful. The Knight. And here's the one that sold me on it. I thought that the way she looks, the way she is facing, kind of like proud of herself, proud of what she's accomplished, just to me spoke so deeply as the Queen of Pentacles that I was like, this is going to be a really good deck. And the King. The King of Pentacles. So guys, I'm very happy with this deck. I think it's very unique. I love the back. I love the packaging. Chris N is always on point with that. I love the edging. It's really unique and different. And I gotta say, I'm very, very impressed with the artwork. I'm very impressed with the artwork. I think it's absolutely beautiful. A lot of rich symbolism here. A lot of beauty. So many colors, and I love colorful decks. And they're borderless, which I even appreciate even more. So guys, much love out there. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing walkthrough. All right, guys, have a good night.